The weekend is where we all run our errands. A lot of us go to Walmart and Target, and if you want to try something new, you throw it in your cart.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm really feeling like just sitting down and getting ready for the weekend. I want to do a look that's perfect for when you need to run errands, when you're wearing sweatpants, when you've got your hair up in a top knot, but you still want to be looking fresh and glam. That's just what I'm feeling like right now. I also want to play with some drugstore makeup so this entire look will be affordable and from the drugstore, because a lot of us go to Walmart on the weekends to get our groceries, and last time I did a drugstore look, there were several comments about how you guys like to go grocery shopping and then you go down the aisles at Walmart, the makeup aisles at Walmart, and you add a couple things. That's so me. I do that all the time, so this is kind of a look inspired by that vibe, you know? Here's the before and after so you guys can see exactly what we're getting into. I'm planning on doing something really glowy and monochromatic, just beigey. It will just look good with no matter what you're wearing. So yeah, let's get right into it. I've already done my brows off camera. I actually did do my brows with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. You could totally use a brow pencil from the drugstore. I couldn't find mine today. I don't know what happened to it. So that's all we've got right now on the face. Let's go into complexion first. If you haven't seen my last couple videos, then you may have missed that I'm obsessed with this. It's the Milani Soft Focus Glow. It's a complexion enhancer, and the packaging is so good. I really love the formula of this, and when you apply it to your skin, I just feel like it creates a nice smooth canvas, and it has a glow to it, but it's not gonna be a sparkly glow, which I really like. Also, if you see redness, like red dots on my face, I got a facial yesterday, and since I've been eating too much pizza, I had a lot of blemishes that needed to be extracted, so that's what that is. Immediately, I feel like this primer just brings life to my skin. I've been so into it. It's been sitting right here on my front filming desk because I've been reaching for it so much, like on an everyday basis. It looks really good underneath so many different foundations. Okay, I wanted to try a couple new products in this video. Not everything is going to be brand new to me. Some things I haven't used in a while, but there were also some things that I purchased forever ago or received forever ago and haven't had a chance to use. This is one of those products. This is the No. 7 Airbrush Away Pore Minimizing Primer. I actually received this in the goodie bag from the masterclass by Mario. I attended that class in LA, and they give you a goodie bag at the end full of products from the sponsors. No. 7 was a sponsor, and I've never tried any of their primers before. It says it's suitable for sensitive skin, which is great. So, oh, my Band-Aid. I'm sorry, you guys. I still haven't fixed my nails, so maybe next week my nails will look better, but I'm just gonna take about this much. And since it's pore minimizing, we're just gonna focus this on the T-zone just to help smooth texture there. Feels really nice on the skin. Huh. Okay. Have any of you guys tried this before? If so, leave a comment down below letting me know what your thoughts are. I feel like it feels really nice on the skin right now. We'll see how the complexion products look on top of it, because that's when I really feel like you can see when a pore minimizing primer is doing something or not. I'm so in the mood to wear this foundation. This is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Tint. If you've been with me for a long time, you would have seen me use this in several tutorials over the course of my channel. It's been a while since I've used it on camera though, and it is such a good, like, weekend foundation. It really is just a hydrating tint. I feel like, honestly, it gives really nice coverage. My skin has improved quite a bit over the past year, and even when I had a lot of active breakouts, this was still something that I reached for all the time. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so it just like creates a nice plump looking canvas, kind of a similar effect to this, and I actually haven't tried the two together, which is why I wanted to use them today. So I'm just going to take a foundation brush and we're going to just blend this out all over the skin. This always looks so good. I love how this looks on the face. Like, seriously, I would just leave looking like this. It's so foolproof. I love this stuff. I am kind of going for a more like effortless glam vibe though. So we are going to use some concealer to help spot conceal some of the areas on my face where I need a little more coverage. I usually go in and add maybe a little bit more of this tint to my cheek area. That's just what I generally do with any foundation because I feel like my cheeks have the most redness, and so I like to usually add another layer right here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take my sponge and press down all over the skin to help create a more seamless finish. Okay, I bought these forever ago. I moved, couldn't find them, and I finally found them today. I'm so excited. I've heard amazing things about these. It's the new L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealers. I always pick up 2 colors just so that I can mix and match on my skin, so I picked up the shades Ivory and Oatmeal. We're gonna start with oatmeal. I'm hoping that this is a good match to cover blemishes, and it looks like it will be. I'm just gonna dot this all over the areas that I want a little more coverage. And since that hydrating skin tint really doesn't completely cover up your blemishes, that's why I'm really just gonna take the time to spot conceal. I'm actually gonna start out with that same shade underneath the eyes because it looks like it's gonna work. I do have a little bit of a lighter shade. Let's just start here and see what happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer over top of the blemishes. I feel like this concealer is drying really fast, so I'm trying to hurry and blend it all out all over the face before we have a bunch of dried concealer dots all over the skin. That would not be good. Okay, yeah, this concealer definitely dries down very fast. So I've been sitting here for quite a while trying to make sure that there's no concealer dots anywhere on my face. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more underneath the eye area. The applicator on this is very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I really like. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out quickly so that it doesn't dry down. I definitely learned that the hard way, but it's good to know if you guys own this concealer or if you're thinking of picking it up. It dries down pretty fast, but the coverage is amazing. I'm also adding just a little bit right here in the center of the forehead. Got some texture and redness going on there, so just want to add a little bit more coverage. Wow, I really love how the complexion is looking. Those concealers look really, really good. You know what other concealer I want to try is the new e.l.f. one, the camouflage concealer or something like that. I still haven't picked it up. I want to so badly, just haven't had a chance yet. I'm going to take some translucent powder. It's been a while since I've used this. This is the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. And I'm going to start by using this on a smaller brush, making sure there's no creases underneath the eye. And then I'm just going to go ahead and press this underneath the eye area to set it. And then I'm just going to take that same powder on a larger brush and I'm going to press that and set the rest of the face with it. I don't know how many of you guys saw my Flawless Drugstore foundation routine that I uploaded earlier. If you haven't yet, I will link that down below. I go super in depth with how to make the complexion look flawless without looking cakey. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it down below. I'm using different products in this tutorial, but essentially I do the same steps. Amazing. Okay, well, we're looking very flawless. Now for my favorite part, the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. I'm gonna go ahead and just take the same brush and I'm just gonna press this onto the skin all over the face. This will just help bring a little bit of glow and a little bit of life back to the skin, which I love. I seriously just put it all over. So next I'm gonna bronze the skin. I found this in my things. Since I moved and packed and then unpacked my makeup, I've been like finding some makeup that I haven't used in a while. So I wanted to bring this out. It's the Maybelline Master Bronze and Highlight Kit. I'm just gonna be using this for the bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and mix the two bronzer shades. And with a more precise brush, this is the Morphe M405. I'm just gonna start to press that onto the skin to warm it up. I'm gonna work it into the hairline. I especially love to work it into the hairline when I have my hair up like this. It just helps it look more natural. I seriously don't remember how I felt about this.
Hello there.
What? That was weird. I wasn't talking to Siri. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I really like how sheer this is applying. It's blending out really, really nicely. I don't know why I haven't been using this. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna kind of bring the bronzer down toward the brow. And I also like to always bronze up the neck and along the jawline. We'll take what's left and run it down the sides of the nose a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the brush that we were just using with translucent powder, and I'm gonna run that really lightly over top of everything one more time, just to make sure it's super blended and as natural looking as possible. So I wanted to do a pretty glowy highlight, and I saw this in my things. It's the Milani Rose Glow Stellar Lights Highlight Palette. I accidentally dug my finger in it one time, but it's been forever since I've used this, and it is the most blinding highlighter. A lot of times for every day, I don't reach for a super blinding highlight. I'm gonna mix these two shades right here, by the way. But for some reason with this look, I just really want a striking highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on the high points of the face. I like to blend it down on the cheeks. And then I also like to take my translucent powder brush and just kind of buff over it. I accidentally kind of hit some texture there. Oh well, I didn't see it until it was highlighted, so isn't that wonderful? I'm just gonna do the same thing to this side of the face, bringing it on the cheeks a little bit, down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, basically everywhere. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and go over that with that same brush. Look at that, so pretty. I recently got a mini Milani blush. It was in one of those Walmart favorites boxes that I picked up recently. And this is in the shade Romantic Rose. It's their rose powder blush. So I wanted to use this today. I'm just gonna start with a little bit and we'll add more later. Sometimes I don't always know how much blush I need until I've got the eyes done and the lips done. So we're just gonna add a little color right now and we can always assess the situation later and add more. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off the foundation on the lips. Okay, for the eye look, I've been dying to use the e.l.f. Cosmetics and J Kissa palette again. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called BFF. And I'm just gonna start to pack this all over the lid. And then once there's a little bit less product on the brush, I'm just gonna start to buff that in the crease a little bit and then blend it out toward the end of the brow. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit of that and just pinch the same brush that I'm using and run it underneath the lower lash line. I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other eye. This is seriously the coolest mustardy brown color. I love it. And I also have been dying to use the e.l.f. and J Kissa mascara. This is a really cool brown color and I just thought for like a weekend look this would be perfect. I've been into colored mascaras but in a more natural way. Like I've been obsessed with the maroon mascara from L'Oreal and I've also been loving this one. This is the coolest shade ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the top and bottom lashes. This looks so cool on the top and bottom lashes. I love it. Guys, keep in mind, every time you watch my videos, please do not feel like you need to go out and buy all these products. You can totally use a black mascara that you have at home if you do not have access to e.l.f. Cosmetics anywhere. I always want my videos to just be like inspiration to you guys, so feel free to use whatever products you are loving right now. If you're gonna follow along or get ready with me or recreate this look at all, you can seriously use whatever you want. I'm just taking my brush and dusting off any excess mascara that got on the lid. That is so cool. I love it. And immediately I feel like I want more blush. So I'm just going to take that same exact Milani Rose blush that we used before. And I'm just going to add that to the apples of the cheeks. Let's apply the lip color and then we will step back and assess the situation and lock it in. So for today I wanted to use this Kokie Cosmetics retractable lip liner in the shade Nude. I just wanted something really natural looking. So I'm just going to go ahead and line and fill in the lips with this. And then I'm going to go into my L'Oreal Color Riche matte lipstick in the shade All Out Pout. This is one of my favorites ever. I'm just gonna apply that right on top. And I'm just gonna blend those products together using my fingers. I have a blemish right above my lip. It's so hard to cover up. And it's also like just high enough to where I don't want to put lipstick on it. So it's kind of awkward. Oh well. We're going to step back and assess the situation. I'm going to take a larger brush and go back into the bronzer, tap off the extra, and I really just want to look way more bronze than what's currently going on. So I'm going to really start to build this up on the forehead and along the cheeks. I'm also going to kind of tap it across the nose, just to bring a little bit of warmth there as well. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and brush up the brows. Sometimes the brows can lose a little bit of their shape when I do them first. So I do sometimes like to go back in and just kind of touch up where needed. Alrighty, I like where the brows are. Now let's go ahead and set the face. I'm gonna be using the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I'm gonna add just a little bit more highlight, just with what's left on the brush. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and set the face. And take my fan, and I like to go ahead and press down lightly with the sponge all over the skin. And then we're gonna go ahead and set the brows. I'm just gonna use a clear brow gel from Benefit. I do really like one from NYX, the NYX Control Freak brow gel, so I'll link that down below if you want an affordable option, but this is just what I have in front of me right now. And then I'm just gonna take a small brush and I'm gonna dip into the Milani palette that we used to highlight. I'm actually gonna mix these two shades again. And I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of the eyes and then take what's left on the brush and just highlight right underneath the brows. All right, you guys, there you have it. There's the completed makeup look. I really love how this turned out. If you don't own this e.l.f. palette or an eyeshadow color similar to this, you could use any sort of brown eyeshadow. You could totally even use your bronzer and create a very similar look. I really love how this turned out, and I love the color of that eyeshadow because it's still very natural looking, but there's an element of glam, which I really like. The brown mascara is such a statement without without being too over the top. So this is totally my speed. I love how this turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy the look as well. Before I go, I do want to touch on a couple things. The number 7 primer, I don't know. I feel like in this area, it did smooth out the skin. For some reason, where I have large pores right here, I feel like it emphasized it. Could be this, could be the concealer, could be the combo of the two. I don't really know, but I really do like the concealer for a very full coverage finish. If you're somebody who likes a more light to medium coverage and you need something that is a little bit more hydrating, I don't know if you would love this unless you hydrate the under eye area beforehand, but I'm excited about this. I'm going to continue to play with it. It definitely dried down fast, so it's a formula that I'm going to have to get used to. So I am excited about those concealers. I'm not sure about this primer yet. What new things at the drugstore are you guys loving right now? Can you comment them down below? I would love to know what you're into. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love to have you join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays every single time I post, click on the bell and you'll get a notification when I upload my videos. So that completes this video. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your grocery shopping if you go to Walmart like I do, and let me know if you end up picking any new products up at the drugstore, and let me know if there's something that you grab that you end up loving that I've never tried before, because I love drugstore makeup so much. It's the absolute best. All right, I'm gonna go now. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.